You saw it yesterday?
Not yesterday.
That's amazing. I'm surprised it's still in theaters.
I am too. But you know what else is still in theaters, which is weird? Uncharted.
You know what? That's hilarious. I actually saw I forgot what we were watching yesterday and saw an advertisement for it. And I assumed that it's going to be on a streaming service. It's actually so
I know. It's taking up valuable screen real estate that they could be using for something.
for Petit Maman, so I won't have to go to Empire 25 to see it.
I think it's at Lincoln Center too, Lincoln Square.
Or not
that's where I
Empire
saw
25. Oh, you saw it at Lincoln. I saw one day. I checked the other day, and it was only available in Kips Bay.
Oh
So
no,
I will check
that is
again.
where I saw it. Sorry, Kips Bay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll check again to see if they've expanded or if I need to go see it at a different beyond AMC.
Let's start Sonic. Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Chris Geiger. Welcome to No Movies in Hell.
I'm Will Claw Scott, and today we are reviewing Sonic 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
So of course I didn't see Sonic the Hedgehog 1.
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna ask you that. Did you see the first one?
No.
It is all good though. I hope that I mean, they had a couple flashback scenes, but I think
I didn't, you know what? I didn't see the first one and I never played the game.
okay.
So I'm not familiar with any of it, but I knew that this was like Jim Carrey's sort of like thing. He said, I'm not going to do any more movies. So I was like, well, all right, let's go see for Jim. And it was entertaining. I feel like it was, even though I didn't have any backstory, I didn't really need it. I didn't understand why he doesn't like water. But I don't really need to know that. It just is the thing.
It's a video game thing.
I wasn't sure if like generally hedgehogs don't just like water or if it was like from the game or like, but it's not important. He just doesn't like water. Yeah, I didn't know Idris Elba was one of the voices.
Yep.
So that was a surprise. I like him. So yeah, Jim Carrey, Idris, James Marsden.
He's literally the everyman. Like, he's played so many characters. It's just kind of like, we need that guy. That guy is James Marsden.
Yeah, if every man is like incredibly good looking, right? Like it has like incredibly good bone structure and like great like hair, like.
But he's just like that guy, and he's not even a celebrity. Like, he's just like actor man, and then just kind of dips out and then dips back into like different characters. Like, he was an X-Men, so there's just so many, he's just in so many things. It's just like, oh, it's that guy.
Yeah.
I love Natasha Rothwell. I think it's hilarious, and I enjoy her character in these films. So for the first one, you'll definitely have to see how she really doesn't like Sonic, as he kind of ruins her life. So I think that that's great that they have like this very comedic element of like regular people who are just kind of like hold a little grudge against the guy. I love, of course, Jim Carrey's character as Robotnik, because I just miss the kind of Jim Carrey physical comedy. And then it's for younger kids who don't know his book of work, and now they're seeing him in this, play the villain, and he's the smart villain, and there's lots of puns, and it keeps the fun level up, because of course, with the Sonic, like the adventures and how they incorporated more of the video game world into the cinematic landscape. Some of the jokes are flat and stale, and they try to do their best, and some things are nonsensical. But overall, the laughs, the jokes, the actors keep everything well. And then also with Idris as Knuckles, I thought that was great. So, but I'm glad to convince you to see it.
I feel the way I feel about Bad Guys. I mean, it was good for what it was. It was entertaining for what it was, right? Like
Okay.
I don't need to see it again. I don't feel like there were any nuances that I missed out on. The story was what the story was. It wasn't. I did like the comedy, the wedding comedy around that. I like the emerald being like this force, and it's like it bursts open into the ocean. Like that seemed interesting. I'm sure that's from the game, probably.
Yeah, the Chaos Emerald. There's lots of jewelry involved.
I know, right? Well, yes. So, but not necessarily as jewelry, just as like
Yes.
gems.
Yes.
The but yeah, I don't think. I mean, it was good for what it was. It was entertaining for what it was, but it wasn't good, great. Like it was just average.
Fair enough.
Let's pull up the slides. All right.
Yeah.
So, hair and makeup 3.
Yes. Okay. So I think this was specific to like the wedding.
Okay.
So like they did a very good job of like hair and makeup. And then also when they went to Siberia. So it was like two different scenes that stood out to me were like the wedding part, because I thought they did an amazing job, not on Sonic, but on Rachel's character, or Natasha's character, and Tika Sumter's character. I was like, oh, they actually did like really good job. And like, what is his Boris Kojo? Like, it's just, I just thought it was hilarious. Like all these things. So I was like, oh, I actually need to give extra jewelry. Okay, I think we discussed this as like there are gems all over the place. This is just like to up the cute factor in the ratings, obviously. But I, thought that overall it was a notch or two above average.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that for this type of movie. And then you gave it special effects a 3.
I did. I'm trying to think of a specific something that stands out for me. I can't get off the top of my head. But yes, I think there was something that stuck out to me. Maybe it was the giant Robotnik robot towards the end. That notion of, I love like seeing things, and probably see this in Doctor Strange too, of a lot of these entities combine into one, and it's so subtle with where certain things come from, like exactly what that's a derivative of, and it's all just like put together. I like those things.
I do feel like I don't know if it's because I'm watching more movies now, or if because everyone else is watching, and so they're like feeding each other. It's like, within the zeitgeist, there's like convergence of ideas all at once, right? Like that one year when Capote came out, and
Yes.
there were 2 Truman Capote biopics.
Yep, in Cold Blood.
Yeah. So like, how does that happen, right? Like, but
yes,
I do feel like there's a lot of things about the multiverse out right now, and I think there's a lot of things like the Everything Everywhere All the Time, right? It has the everything bagel, and then this is like creating this like giant hurricane of everything. And so I feel like, I don't know if that's coincidence or how that all happens, but it definitely seems to be a convergence of ideas manifesting in multiple places.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything to plug in this episode?
So summer movie season is coming up. Starts right now with Doctor Strange. But also indie movies are emerging. So definitely looking forward to that. I don't think that there's any repertoire theater at the top of my head at the moment. But what are you thinking about? What would you like to plug?
I don't think I have anything to plug necessarily. I am looking forward to the Bob's Burgers movie that over Memorial Day weekend. I think that's going to be the winner. honestly, in terms of just like, I don't know if they think that a lot of people are going to go, but I think a lot of people are going to go.
You think
And
so?
yeah, and I think it's going to be good.
Okay.
Um,
Do they hint to it? Like I have never watched Bob's Burgers. I know. Do they hint to the film at all in the television show?
no, not that I've seen. Do you? So that's interesting. Do you watch animated TV shows, or because you have such a love of animated movies? Like I would think that would carry over.
I know. I do.
Like
I watched The
Archer.
Simpsons on it. You know, actually, I watched like one or two episodes of Archer. Um,
Oh,
yeah, The Simpsons, I guess. But this was I haven't watched in such a long time. Yeah, I know the voice actors in Bob's Burgers. You know, I was a huge Futurama fan. I don't really watch Rick and Morty, but like it's in the same vein of like
yeah.
Fox animation. Yeah, I just never got into it, and I have a lot of friends who are. So
Hmm.
maybe it's something that I need to just watch a couple of episodes to know the foundation. But I see, you know, almost every trailer since last summer has literally had like every film before a film has had this Bob's Burgers trailer on it. So I'm rooting for it. I hope people come out and see it.
Yeah, no, it's definitely on my list to see opening weekend if I can. But I will be in Chicago that weekend, so it'll be interesting to see like what is happening. I can't make any plans
Okay. Yeah.
like for specifics, but my goal is to get to see that. Also, I'd like to see Top Gun that weekend. If I get nothing else done, then I will consider that to be a success.
Oh, you will be successful. You'll be seeing the films.
There is an AMC downtown, so it is there's one close to where I'm staying, so that's nice. It increases the chances exponentially that it will happen.
Nice.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Thank you.